Hi there. We're doing just a really simple car vlog chit chat, Roscoe and me. I thought I'd just do some chit chat and talk to you about the life of, like the real life of an empty nester, because so Roscoe and I take him in, if I can take him anywhere in the car, I will, if I'm not going to go in and he doesn't have to wait in the car. And we're actually running, it's dinner time. So I really don't want to tell you guys what we're doing today, but I want to be, I just thought, you know what, I'm sure we're not the only ones. So now I do try to eat healthy, I do, and I try to clean up my diet, and you guys know that I work out on a regular basis and all of that, but you also know that we we're not super strict. I mean, we have fun, we eat hamburgers, we eat food that's not bad for or not great for us, and we know it's not that great for us, but we're empty nesters. We're like, you know what, there are some days we wake up and we think like, okay, we have the whole day to ourselves and we have no kids around, no obligation. I mean, we're still sort of adjusting to this. So we decided tonight we're going to have fast food. It's Sunday. I know in the past I would have made this big family dinner and that's sort of like ingrained in me that on Sundays you're supposed to do like a pasta meal for the whole family. Well, when you're empty nesters and your kids don't live in the same town and they're working, sometimes the family doesn't get together, and there is no if we want to have a big family dinner, we have to drive. And anyway, we're going to be doing enough of that coming up. So guess what we're having tonight? Well, I like Big Macs. John likes Whoppers. Now, I know I ate a Whopper a couple of weeks ago on my staycation, and I showed you guys, and I do like Whoppers. Don't get me wrong. And I got Whoppers on that particular time because that's what John likes, and he was going away, and I went and surprised him with lunch, and I got us Whoppers. They were good. They were really good. I had no regrets. But tonight I'm getting myself a Big Mac. So, and then I'm gonna go over and get John a Whopper. Now, I remember telling the kids many times, this is what you're eating, this is what's for dinner. I'm not going to go all over town getting exactly all these different foods. So, like we'd go into the fast food at Wendy's. Oh, I want Taco Bell. I would be like, no, you're not getting Taco Bell. We're at Wendy's. You're going to get something here. Well, I'm an empty nester. I can go anywhere I want. I could have gone anywhere then too, but I was just too dang tired all the time.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. What can we make for you?
Yes, can I have number one? Oh, actually, I want a Big Mac and a large French fry, but I don't want a drink.
Okay.
And then do you have, can I get like a plain sundae?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to be all. And of course, I got Roscoe his ice cream cup, of course, but he won't eat a lot of it. But yeah, he's going to get some. There's nobody there. Thank you.
Yeah, the Big Mac and the large fry?
Yes. Thank you. You too. Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like right now, I've got to eat French fries. Those are good. Those are really good. My mom has been gone for a while, but I can just hear her and by gone, I mean, she's waiting for me at the pearly gates. I'm hoping. Hope that's where I'm going. Anyway, I can just hear her in my head going,
a woman of your age throwing caution to the wind and eating fast food and French fries? Now really, Vicki?
Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you is not something I'm particularly proud of either, but I'm not proud of it. Like, why not? But it's something I've had to get my mind wrap my mind around this. So, who shames their kids? If you're an empty nester, do you shame your kids into calling you? Like, if you haven't heard from them in a while, do you like, kind of spread on that mama guilt, you know? Well, I do. And I'll tell you how I do it. If you want your kids to call you, you need to get on Snapchat. That's what we did. All right, so we could go 2 weeks without hearing from our kids. But come Friday, like mostly on Friday, and not every Friday, but we always do it on a Friday, when John gets home from work, we will grab a glass of wine and we'll get our little video out, and we'll get on Snapchat, and we'll do a Snapchat thing, and we'll talk to our kids, and we'll do a little video with our drink and some crazy little face, and we'll say, boy, I wish we had kids. I don't know what happened. I could have sworn that we had 2 kids, but now I'm thinking we maybe imagined the whole thing. Before that, we thought we fed them, we thought we clothed them for all these years, but it's funny, we just never hear from them. Anyway, we do this whole skit. Well, it works. So we did that Friday. Our son called us within the hour, and then our daughter called us today. So, and both of them say, we're sorry, we've been ghosting you. We're so sorry, we're just so busy. But then they say, but you know, if you need anything, you just call. Never hesitate, even if you think we're busy. Like, oh, they're adorable. But we love our kids, and we know that we can call them anytime. We know that, and we know that they're busy, because we know what it was like when we were their age. And yeah, we totally get that, but we're just having fun with them, and they know that. And you know, we see them as often as we can. But anyway, I just wanted to ask you if do you ever do that? Like, how, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I was a life coach. I guess I still am. I mean, I'm sort of a retired life coach, but I worked in the personal development field for almost 20 years. I know there's probably I know that there's a more grown-up, mature way to do this. Like, there's a better way to interact with my kids. You know what? Forget that. I'm an empty nester. I'm making up new rules now as I go. I feel like I am more free now than I have ever been, as far as letting myself off the hook and, letting myself just relax a bit and not trying to keep it all under control.
Think she's Burger King. I'm gonna ask you.
Yes, can I have a Whopper with no cheese, but I want extra onions,
Okay.
and a large French fry, please?
All right. Can I get you anything else?
Can I have do you have the chocolate pie there? I don't know what that's called.
Yes, we have the Hershey Sundae.
Okay, can I have 2 of those, please?
All right. And what else for you?
And that's going to be all. Yeah, you heard me. 2 Hershey pies. That's all right, because I'm going to hit it hard at the gym on Monday. Hope my gym buddy's not watching or doesn't watch this. She'll wonder why I'm working so hard. But yeah, you know what? We are finishing up our weekend. Okay, so you know what? That's my little. That's just my 2 cents. I'm just trying to figure out the next chapter of my life and how to be an empty nester. And I'm probably have swung, I'm like rebelling, when you first move out of your home, your parents' home, you rebel a bit, right? Or, when you go to college or whatever, when you're not under your parents' roof. Well, I think there's a little bit of that goes on for parents when your kids aren't under your roof. And we're trying to figure it out. We don't have it figured out at all. But we're kind of having fun figuring it out. Right, so I have to tell you this other story. So when I was talking to my son, we're on the phone with him. He lives 2 hours away, and right at the end when we were getting ready to hang up, I said to him, so did you get back home? He says, yeah, because he was driving home from work when he called. I said, did you get back home? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, surprise, we're outside your door. We're going to come spend the weekend with you. And he says, what? Are you kidding? And then we got him off the hook after about 15 seconds. All right, I got to pick up my food. Okay. All right, thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Why did I get 2 bags? That's right, I got 2 Hershey pies. Oh, Lordy. All right, guys. You know what? I watch some of you great YouTubers out there, and you have such great content. And sometimes I think, what am I doing? But you know what? This is just real life. So anyway, I gotta tell you. So my son's like, he's like, "Are you kidding? You're not. Are you really outside the door?" And so, and we started laughing. We couldn't hold it back too long. You know, we started laughing, and we said, "No. We're kidding. We're at home. You know, we would never do that." He said, "Well, I didn't think that sounded like you, but you guys have been acting strange lately." So I'm like, okay, well, good. I'm glad we, you know, we still can surprise him. So I got a kick out of that. I mean, I don't know that you will get a kick out of that, but I had to share it because if you're an empty nester like we are, and you're like in this phase of life where you're still adjusting like we are, then, you know, you might, whoopsie, you know, if you're adjusting like we are, then yeah, you you might be able to relate to that. So, okay, one last thing. So Lori, Fluffy Nomo, had asked on her channel last week. She plays a word game when she's waiting in the car, which, you know, I think is a good thing to do. She's about my age. I think I am a little older, but not much. And you know, when you get to our age, you got to do things like that anyway.
You have to keep your mind, you know, keep your mind active and exercise those pathways, you know, all that, whatever.
Anyway, it's good for your brain. It's good for your brain to do puzzles and crossword puzzles and things like that. So, and I think the word games too. And so she asked that, and I'm like, well, no, I used to play Sims. Like Sims 4 is the one I like. When the kids were home, and we would have like a slug and a rug weekend or something, and they would play games. Sometimes I would, because we had a room set up. It's our gym now, but at the time it was a room set up where we had the video games set up, and we had a desk down there and a couch and everything, so that the kids could kind of, you know, entertain down there, or they could do their homework, or like we'd play video games or watch movies or things like that. Well, so I used to sit down there and play a Sims game just and hang out with them, and so I really kind of got hooked on it, and that's why I don't play, because I could get hooked. I mean, I could really get hooked on video games. Well, after she asked that on her channel, and I'm like, oh no, I don't play those. And I did comment that, yeah, I used to, but I really don't play them anymore, which is true, I don't. I got to thinking, why don't I? I enjoy playing, why don't I? So our son had bought us an Xbox One last year for Christmas, and we don't even know how to hardly use it. We tried to play a couple games on it. We played this go-kart game. So we talked to our daughter on the phone this weekend, and she told us how to do the Game Pass Ultimate. And so as I've been decorating my house today, John's been in the family room playing on the Xbox, and he's trying to figure out how to use the controller. I mean, when you're not used to using those things, it's hard. And so he's like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And so I'll grab my phone. He's playing Skyline Cities is what he's playing. That's the game we chose, and we were going to try to play that tonight while we eat our fast food. And he's like, what does this mean? So every now and then he'll say, can you look this up? So I'm on Google looking up, you know, Skyline Cities. What does the dead face look like? Oh, John, you need to build a cemetery. Your people are dying. Anyway, this is our emptiness life, guys. This is real life, unscripted. But no, I haven't been drinking at all. But I am going to go eat my Big Mac, and I might have a Coke Life. I haven't had one of those in a while. I haven't had any soda in a long time. Well, quite a while. But we're having fun. We're enjoying our Sunday. I hope you guys are too. Anyway, I really had to think about whether I wanted to share this with you, but we're empty nesters, and we're still inventing and reinventing and recreating our life. Ask our kids. So, all right, thanks so much. I'm going to let you guys get on with your evening. We're going to go enjoy our dinner, and hope you have something fun planned for, by the time you see this, probably Monday morning. I'll just say I hope you enjoyed your weekend as much as we enjoyed ours. So, all right, guys, have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Are you winning?
Well, I'm cheat mode here.